In this example, we're asked to rewrite the division problems as multiplication problems in symbolic form and evaluate. So let's read the directions. Rewrite the division problems as multiplication problems in symbolic form, then evaluate. Use a question mark symbol as the missing factor and an asterisk for multiplication. Place all negative numbers that are factors in parentheses. So here's our example. Negative 12 divided by negative 4 equals some number. To rewrite this as multiplication with a missing factor, we're asking negative 4 copies of what number equals negative 12. And it's equivalent to ask how many copies, that would be our question mark, of negative 4 equals negative 12. So the first one, we have 20 divided by 4 equals some number. Well, that's the same as asking 4, use an asterisk for multiplication on your computer keyboard, and that's Shift 8, times what number gives me 20. So then you could think of what is that missing factor, and this may be the way you already think of division. So 4 times what number gives me 20? Well, that number would be 5. Now we have 24 divided by negative 3 equals what number? So we're going to put our negative 3 in parentheses, asterisk for multiplication. So negative 3 times what number equals 24. So if we think of this in terms of multiplication, what number do we multiply 3 by to get 24? Well, that's 8. And we have a negative factor and a positive answer, so this other factor must also be negative. So our result is negative 8. Negative 32 divided by 8. So we have 8 times what number equals negative 32. And notice negative 32 is negative. Don't put that in parentheses because it's alone on one side of the equal sign. So notice up here the negative 4 is in parentheses, but the negative 12 is not. So again, we usually put negatives in parentheses so we don't confuse operations or to imply an operation, but when it's by itself we can omit the parentheses. Well, I would multiply 8 by 4 to get positive 32, so I'd multiply 8 by negative 4 to get negative 32. And finally we have negative 15 divided by negative 3 equals what number? Or negative 3 times what number equals negative 15. Well, to get from 3 to 15, I'd multiply by 5. And since one factor is negative and the answer is negative, that means the 5 must be positive, because a positive times a negative gives a negative.